If you love stories that twist your heart and leave you breathless, you're in the right place. Subscribe and become part of our storytelling family. This one still haunts me. I was in the kitchen, stirring his favorite pasta, the one I'd made 100 times, when my phone started buzzing relentlessly. Ping after ping, notification after notification, lighting up the screen like tiny sparks. At first, I thought it was a glitch, but curiosity got the better of me. One click, and everything shattered. It was a video, a hotel room, faces, movements, sounds I knew far too well. Somehow, it had spread everywhere. Just 3 weeks before, I had believed I could salvage my marriage. Jonas and I had been together 6 years. The first for like a dream. Carefree, full of laughter, love that felt eternal. But after we lost our second child, everything changed. That grief hollowed us. He buried himself in work. I drowned in silence. Nights became endless stretches where even breathing felt heavy. I cried behind locked bathroom doors while he pretended everything was fine. I begged him to try therapy, to talk, to do something. Every time, he brushed me off. "We can't change what happened," he said. But I didn't want to change the past. I just wanted him. That's when Corey appeared. New at the gallery. Funny, charming, a light I hadn't felt in years. He ran social media campaigns, brought me coffee with silly doodles, and really listened when I talked. One rainy night, after staying late for an exhibition pitch, he walked me to my car. He didn't touch me, didn't try to cross a line. He simply held an umbrella over me and said softly, "You deserve someone who actually sees you." For the first time in years, I felt seen. 2 weeks later, I made the worst mistake of my life. I slept with him, not out of passion, not impulsively, out of emptiness. I wanted to feel alive again, wanted to remember that desire still existed. I told myself it couldn't happen again, that I still loved my husband. But it did. Again and again. Burner phones, fake names, encrypted chats, hotel rendezvous that felt like stepping out of reality. For a while it worked, until someone found us. The video wasn't just recorded. It was edited. Slow motion, cinematic, music, captions. The title read, "She said she was married. Watch this." Hours later, it was everywhere. Reddit, TikTok, gossip blogs, private message boards. My face, my name, Jonas's profile, everywhere. When Jonas saw it, he didn't yell. He didn't throw anything. He closed his laptop, looked at me with a hollow I can't describe, and asked, "How long?" My voice faltered. 3 months. I whispered. He nodded once, grabbed his jacket, and left without his keys. The next day I was fired. Official reason, public controversy. The truth? Shame. My phone buzzed constantly, mocking messages, pity, tabloid gossip. Corey tried calling. I blocked him. I stayed in bed for days, unable to eat or speak. Eventually, Jonas returned, not to reconcile, but to pack his things. A small apartment across town, bare and quiet. I begged him to try therapy, to hear me, to find some way back. He smiled bitterly. "You had your chance," he said. "You took a shortcut instead." He wasn't wrong. Weeks later, I braved the internet again, scrolling through comments under that video. Most were cruel. "She deserves it. What a liar." One stood out. "The saddest part is she probably loved him. She just didn't love herself enough to handle it right." That hit harder than any insult. I started therapy, not to win Jonas back, but to confront the truth, to face the pain I'd buried. My therapist never excused me, but she helped me understand how grief, silence, and loneliness had eaten away at me until I made a desperate choice. A month later, Jonas and I met one last time to finalize the separation. He looked different, stronger, composed, almost peaceful. I apologized, not just for cheating, but for abandoning him emotionally long before. He nodded slowly. "I don't hate you, but I can't be near you again." I understood. The video faded with time, replaced by other scandals, other gossip. But the shame, the kind that burrows deep, remains. I left the city, took a remote job, and slowly rebuilt my life. Occasionally, strangers still reach out, angry and pathetic, confessing mistakes they can't undo. I answer all of them. Redemption isn't perfect. It scars, lessons, and marks that linger. I still love Jonas, probably always will, but love isn't enough to erase betrayal. If I could go back, I wouldn't erase my mistakes to protect myself. I'd go back further, to fight for us before silence became walls, before grief became distance. Now I live with my choices, not as a victim, but as a warning. Shame fades, but the memory of what you destroy when you stop trying, that lasts forever.